So we're going to continue a few Johnny Cash numbers. We'll start with I Walk the Line. I keep a close watch on the star of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out for the time to bind. Because you're mine. I walk the line. As sure as night is dark and day is light. I keep you on my mind all day and night. And happiness I've known through since right. Because you're mine. I walk the line. You got a way to keep me on your side. You give me colors full of love that I can't hide. For you I know I'll try to turn tide. Because you're mine. I walk the line.
And yes, the two mics from Beaufort in the Kingdom of Kerry. And believe it or not, that is where we now are, in the Kingdom of Kerry, very near Killarney. And we're here for a very, very special reason, because welcome, dear viewers, to our final programme of this current series of LTV2 Millstreet. It's programme 212, and it's Sean Murphy is editing our final programme. Our programme will be coming very specially from the pub in Corriginama itself, but we're beginning our programme here in Killarney because Sean has invited a most amazing guest. This is an incredible guest for our final program. And this is where we now are to meet with that very special guest. By the way, we were just listening to the two mics there, and very appropriately, being here in the Kingdom, the two mics themselves are going to be in the pub in Corriganima next Saturday night. So very, very special occasion there. But here we are, and look at this for a view. This is an incredibly beautiful view. And on a clear day, you can see right into the lakes of Killarney. This is just an exquisite view here. And we're going to hear a lot more about these views in a moment, because when we meet this very special guest, I think we're going to hear not just about life in 2012, but life over 100 years ago. Because here we are in this most amazing setting, and I'm just about to go to the door, hoping that our good friend, our very special guest, is in. So we're just checking it out anyway. And we have a very special welcome here. Oh my goodness, Jackie!
You're very, very welcome.
Well, my goodness, this is Jackie. Jackie O'Sullivan, thank you so much for inviting us here.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Well, thank you. And look, we had another special welcome from your beautiful dog.
Dog, Polly.
Oh, this is Polly. Hello, Polly. Oh, Polly, how are you? Oh, and my goodness, you, Polly, I believe, is not exactly a young dog.
No, Polly is 13 years away.
Oh,
I hope he stays there along myself. But I don't think he will, but I hope he stays there for a little bit there.
Absolutely. Well, he's a very happy, wonderful dog.
That's right.
And Jackie, to tell our viewers all over the world, you celebrated a really special birthday very recently.
Oh, very, very much so, for 100 years. Something that I didn't expect, like.
Well, Jack,
anything like I didn't expect.
Jack, you are an inspiration, and we're going into Jack's beautiful home. And Jack, by the way, we see this very special emblem, and I don't think we're in County Cork here when we come back here, because
and
look.
Father Radley that got those medals going in Lures. Father Radley.
My goodness, my second cousin. My goodness, my second cousin.
Father Radley knows that got those medals years ago. Now I'm gone 28 years to Lures.
My goodness.
Out of each other.
Isn't that quite... well, we have so much to talk about. And that beautiful Kerry...
that got those. Not all over the world, but...
Yes. And we love your hat. My goodness.
This came from this Russian cap.
A Russian cap.
Yeah,
do I see an emblem almost...
that's something for...
Eucharistic Congress?
Yeah, that's it.
My goodness, 1932.
Yeah.
Wowie. Yeah. Well, Jackie, we'll have to go right in, and I think Polly's going to join us.
Yeah,
great altar. And Sean is on camera here, and oh my goodness, this is...
Very welcome,
This is absolute. And we are joined inside here, Sean. Sean is just coming in, and we're joined inside here by Richie Fitzgerald. Hello, Richie.
Hello, Sean. How are you keeping?
Well, my goodness, it was Richard that brought us to this beautiful setting here today, and we're very much appreciative about. And Matt Neville.
How are we doing?
And Matt we'll recognise from the pub in Corriganima, and we're going to be back there later in our programme itself. But my goodness, look what Jackie has arranged for us, a most gorgeous open fire. And Jackie, of course, an open fire was always so special in the house.
Oh, very much so. The open fire is beautiful, actually.
And what would you be burning now in a fire like this?
Burning fuel, the toast that cuts, and timber and coal, and
My goodness.
And the waste thing goes down, and that'll be emptied once a fortnight underneath. Once a fortnight, the waste to the fire, like the ashes.
Brilliant.
Very good for growing onions. The best stuff for growing onions now, potato onions, the ashes off turf. Not coal. Don't do coal too. They won't grow off the coal. But after the turf.
And what a very sound tip there. Already we're getting such great advice from yourself, Jack. And with Sean focusing there on the fire and particularly on the ashes, Jackie was giving us some great advice, and very special advice there for Brendan and Jory. And they of course will be joining us later in the programme itself. But here we are, my goodness, we feel so much at home here. Right next to me, of course, I have Richie Fitzgerald over here, and next to me, the man himself, Jackie, and I think Jackie is ready to be so generous here. He has been so generous from the very outset here and over.
This is my 100 birthday.
Oh my
I went to after the drink for my birthday.
Well, Jack,
Yeah.
in fact, I'm a pioneer. I think I'll go for the.
Yeah.
I'll go for the orange. I think. But all the other lads here now, they're.
This
I'm afraid not for me though, Jackie. I'll stick with the white lemonade.
man in Temperance again. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
stick with the white lemonade, Jackie.
What about the man himself?
The cameraman? No, that's a man, Jackie.
Here we are.
Right, so.
And the cameraman is just receiving.
Yeah.
And this is Matt. Oh, well, you're so good. Well, Jack, we're going to get you, my good friend, and oh, that's very good. And Matt is just receiving a, oh my goodness. Well, this is such a welcoming and generous person. Now, so Jack, we'll sit yourself down here, and I think we'll put over your fine whiskey there. We'll put it over here, grand. And thank you. Right you are. That's great. Well done. Well, my goodness, here we are in such a homely and very welcoming setting here. And look at this. This is Polly. And Polly is over here. And Polly is just an amazing dog altogether. And I believe, Jack, that Polly also has some more friends in the house.
Oh, he has some two cats too, and the two cats are very united.
And they all agree together.
They all agree, and that comes in the cold winter night, and they'll come in front of the fire, the open fire. And they'll lie down there, and they'll have a nut growl at one another, but they won't fight.
That's
wonderful. And they're sharing food together.
Yes.
So they will.
They're in a wonderful home here.
Oh, the cats now, and they're mighty company too.
Tremendous.
Very great company for all people.
Tremendous, Audrey.
Yeah.
Well, I never realised that I knew a relation of Jackie here, and I'm speaking of Dennis Carroll of Loretta Road.
That's right, yeah.
My goodness.
Oh, Dennis is my second cousin. His father was first.
Tremendous, Audrey.
And he moved there. There was three. My grandmother married the second time. She had three girls, and she had Noah. Yes. And Dennis's Maine and Hannah.
Right.
My mother was Hannah, Dennis was Maine, and mine woman was Noah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie, we are here in the most amazing setting, and my goodness, what a scenic area you live in. It's absolutely beautiful.
And I never hadn't time all my life because it was so small living there. There was only about 8 acres of land, and it was all gold like and to me, but now I have time to look on it, and I'm enjoying it very much so now. Today, not a great day here now for the view, but it's still good. Like the sun isn't there like there's a bit of a haze there today.
Tremendous. Well,
yeah.
We feel.
We were right up over Lockatan Lake and up over Glenfest Parish and out the mountain of Crahan and Carntool and the mountain view from Rackmore to Tralee.
My
yeah, a huge mountain. And there's a burying ground here just to the back of me. An old burying ground where the young children used to be buried. Old people buried there one time. But I see one grave buried there in my time, a child's grave. But they weren't buried there. But it was open at one time, like, but it's preserved now, like.
Absolutely.
It is in the tourist book now, like.
Right. And I believe that Jackie actually is between two different, I suppose, parishes here.
Yes, Glenfest and Bardo. And to the back of me here, I think there's 5 parishes joining together there. They're all meeting like together. And more from Castlane side, from the northern side. There is Rackmore, Glenfest, Killarney, and there's 5 parishes meet.
My goodness. And of course, one hugely interesting aspect there, and I think Richie would agree here, the famous horse that Jackie had became really very well known in the Killarney area.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, because Jackie would take the horse into town every Friday and tie him inside in the market, and everybody knew him on the road. And when he'd come back out, then he'd probably stop at Cronin's shop or somewhere like that, and he would tie the horse there as well. And even when he would be going to Mass on Sunday, he would tie the horse at Cronin's shop, and he would just walk in the small bit in the park road into the Church of the Resurrection.
And Sean now, our cameraman, is in fact focusing on a most amazing drawing. That's such a superb drawing of Jackie with the horse.
That was actually done by his nephew. And
whose name is? Yes, the nephew of Jackie.
Can't remember Jackie's. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's absolutely fabulous.
Absolutely amazing fabulous. Altogether. And Jackie, we're talking about there that beautiful horse, and of course the dog's name is Polly. But what was the horse's name?
Dolly and Polly.
Right.
And so Dolly was the horse.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
No, Polly was the dog.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
Dolly Polly we called her. yeah.
And now you'd go into Killarney.
Polly's going to the car and he'd stand inside in the trap there, and when I'd be doing shop here and eating if I wanted, he'd never leave the trap.
So it was a case of Jackie, Dolly and Polly coming to town.
That's right. That's so lovely.
Oh, how lovely.
That's right.
And you would leave here and you'd travel in the road to Killarney?
Yes, in about half an hour. And so it's beautiful to be going, and going there about Friday morning, would be going about 8:30 at night, as the people would be going to work and they'd be all hooed to you. It was something beautiful.
Wonderful. And where did you normally park?
I parked at the burying down here, they called it, up above the Friary there a bit. Oh, right. I tear up there for the day, like.
My goodness.
And for this, yeah. And then I go down to the Glee Park.
Yes.
And I was put out of that, like to the tourists had got a place up there.
Yes.
And I went down to the Glee Park,
yes.
And she was autographed from every country in the world there. All the tourists, bunch of tourists would be around her every day.
Lovely.
So they would. And I drive her over around to Muckross, all around Muckross and around the lakes.
And of course you'd often meet with some of the people with the Jarvies.
Oh, I wouldn't. All the Jarvies, give them fair play, they all invited me into Killarney to drive. Every one of them, very good to them, like. Very nice. Indeed. Well, but I didn't do it because the Jarvis had only shot him and said to make a few bob themselves. They hadn't the whole year at all to it.
Absolutely.
The horse is very expensive. At the present day, not in my young days. So.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And how many years did you have Polly the horse?
I had Polly about 18 or 19 years.
My goodness.
I had.
And about 7 years ago,
yeah.
Polly wasn't here after about 7 years.
The roads got too dangerous, too much traffic in the road, and they got rid of the roads.
Of course.
Yes,
absolutely.
And you didn't get a place in Killarney to check that you could tie up to, like.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, my goodness, that was very wise. But my goodness, here we are in your beautiful home here, Jackie, and what an amazing card. This is just one of the many cards. Jackie, and it says Jackie the farmer. Tell us more about why this should be...
Jackie the farmer.
Exactly.
I tell you how my father, that was 11 years here, he had 9 children, and himself and his wife, and he had 5 trades. He was a stonemason. He was a thatcher. He was used castrate all the cars for the farmers at that time, like, and he was a basket maker, and he was a carpenter. He was a mystery man, and the traps he had for going, he built the 2-story houses, and there was £80 of a grant that time, and gone back now to the 30s, and he 28 days to build them. And £1 a day at £28. And then they started, they went to America in 1924. And that was 21 days and £1 a day, 21 days the passage. And to the 9th senator, And she didn't write too many letters at all because she had to pay back that. And as you know, America wasn't good in World War II. That's what built up America.
And of course,
And it was hard to make the wages back.
indeed. And Jackie, as Jackie mentioned there about the whole world of going on the sea, the Titanic, of course, was actually there the year you were born.
Yes, I was born in the 5th of April 1912, and that went down there.
That's right, just about a week later.
Yes, 7 days after, 7 days old when the Titanic went down.
Goodness.
I was born the 5th of April and that went down the 12th.
My goodness, yeah.
And
And
if I was 7, if it was today, if I was 7 more, I'd been at that today. Like the times improved. That wasn't that time.
goodness.
We didn't travel out that hill. We were 5 and 6 and 7. We didn't go to school. We to the use of reason 7 years.
Really?
No.
So your first memory of school would be at the age of 7?
7, and I didn't go till I was 8 because 3 old shillings of dresses. But they hadn't it.
Yes.
They hadn't it. And I was kept in Netherlands that whole life in the school. And my mother didn't get very worried over me about my first communion.
Yes.
And my class would be delayed for another year or that way. And she got worried about it, and she got me at the catechism herself. And this day she carried me to the cathedral in Killarney, where I received all the sacraments up to now. I had the last one to go, and must wait for it.
Oh, that won't happen for a long, long time.
And she went into the confession box before me. I remember below the cathedral. And she explained to the priest too, like that she was singing, telling about like going in. And there was 2 old women behind my back when she inside. And they gave me a pick in the back. And they said, is it your first confession? I said it was. And then I met 3 with you, said. And all people come in here rambling, they talked about all them things. And I learned that 3 with you wasn't a good word. Even that I had only barely gone to school,
Yes.
I learned more at home than I learned at school.
Yes.
Yeah, I learned that wasn't a good word. And I had something to tell inside my children, that time too, I wasn't too much to say, and I kept it back.
And of course, so your earliest memories, now you definitely... Yes. But
The black and tans.
you remember all
I
that?
remember the black, I was born in 1912, 1916, I remember the black and tans well, like. I remember to have the terrace over the bed here one night. And we children, and we were only sleeping down the floors, and home had the mattresses, we grew the grain, scotched the straw, and scotched the grain out of it. And the 20 stone bags that in the meal and stuff used to come, and the bran, and she'd open the bags and sew them together and make mattresses. And we changed them every year. Changed the mattress every year from the calendar.
My God. Of course, 1916, there was so much happening in Dublin at that point. Can you remember what you were hearing around that time?
Well, the ambition around here was something desperate. We used to have to, the Sinn Féiners would come and tell us, like, there'd be an ambush. This is a desperate place, you know, for ambushing, because there's a forest below us here, as you see in front of you. And they were going along the main road, and they were the road was down under them. And they were prepared here one day, and they knocked trees along, and they clapped their guns up in the big gun. And they'd tell us, and we'd lie along the bushes inside in the house, along the bushes in the floor, flat, under the window for the shots, but inside the wall.
Weren't they frightening times?
Very frightening that day. Very frightening.
Absolutely.
And you'd have all the list, all the names should be written behind the door. To have there, read all the names and no ages and everything when you come in. There'd be a list behind the door, hanging up from the door.
You had to prove who was in the house.
Who was in the house and everything.
And they all had to be accounted for.
Everyone had to be accounted for. So
of course, when they made... Yes?
They'd look for food in, but my mum wouldn't give it to them. She said she hadn't it for herself. Yeah.
Right. And of course,
but this day, anyway, we had no running water that day, and the spring well was about a mile away, and my daddy carried some of us with the donkey and car, a donkey and a box seat in it, and he'd carry us to mass in the morning, some few of us. And she'd be coming before he'd come to the house about a mile from it. And she had an old churn, and that was for making the butter, like, and she put up in her back like that. And the English soldiers, this was the English soldiers, and when they saw, they were away from her field that way, and they started firing at the children. That when she said that had a smite and that was going on. And I fired at myself when I was 9 years old, because there was all people, the hill here in the back of us. And there was all people on the other side of the hill, and we were telling them like that there was such a thing that they were around, and they tell us here. And this whole rough ground was where there was first trees and bushes and everything like, and there was space between them. And they saw me, and although I was only a couple of feet tall, and they saw me running between them, and they fired at me as well, like. And they're going at that. After the soldiers. And then we fought between ourselves, the brother fighting brother like us, oh no.
I know, absolutely. And of course they made the film The Dawn here in Killarney.
The Dawn was made here in Killarney. I should be in that, because I was in town the same year, the horse and trap. It was just, I only barely escaped that. I thought I was in it, but I wasn't in it. It was good, that was very good.
They say that the Shanakee's bicycle was in it.
He went to school with me, he's 2 years younger than me. And he was going to Glenfest School, a different school, but had somebody's union between themselves and the teachers. And he went to Lisbon School. And himself and Father Tim, his brother, and Lawrence. And this house was built in 1936. And there was £80 of a grant. And £80 of a grant. And to the stone house.
Very fine.
And the Shanakia. And his father, and his brother, Lawrence, they're all dead now, God rest their souls. And here, they did it, and all the stuff came from accounts in Tralee, $5 and 9 Mondays. And after paying for all them, there was money left to pay, and paying the Shanakia, there was money left for £30. And we gathered the stones in around the place, and they dressed them like to make them up. And there was a man, close to my father's, that helped build it as well. And that was, he wasn't paid all. You know what a Bart's Dale is? Do you ever hear it?
No.
Bart's Dale is there's no money exchange. Only you do it for me, and I do it for the world.
Oh yes, to barter.
Yeah, the Bart's Dale they called it. So he helped him here, and my dad helped him in building his own house.
It was like the Mehel.
That's it, the Mehel in the bog. Yeah. And the Mehel in the bog was unbelievable. That was 12 men, like, at least, like, from 12 to 15, like.
And also the threshing.
And the threshing the same. And then the travellers were going, the O'Briens in Killarney, the travellers, very decent people now, the O'Briens. I'll stand up for the O'Briens anywhere. It's from them about the pony now, that horse we're talking about.
Polly.
Tom Bryan, like.
Dolly.
Yes,
yeah. I'm mixing up between Dolly and Polly.
That's right, and they made the law panels that they were tinsmiths, like. And they stayed along the side of the road there. They stayed there. And they made a little panel then for the child, small little panel for the child to be able to drink it. And then they made the law panel for the people going to the mills in the bog. That wouldn't be chain of wire, that they'd break them or anything like.
For the tea and
for the tea in the bogs. They'd make the tea in they had no black kettle in their boil, put sort of the meat kettle into it. They'd give them milk for dinner. And tea then for the evening, and the panels they do the whole lot. The woman would stay there, and she'd give them the tea in the evening, and we'd be coming home from school, and whatever she had left in milk in the churn, and whatever bread she had left, she divided us around the road.
Right. What amazing memories.
The nature and the people that came, unbelievable. When the pig would be killed, she got about 10 houses. The pumpkins would be filled. It was amazing. Lovely.
You know, one of the things
that's that we grew our own potatoes, our own cabbage, our own turnips, and our own meat. They bought nothing. They didn't even buy loaf of bread. They baked all their own bread, all people.
And Jackie, when you were televised by RT very recently, and my goodness, I think you'd agree very much, Richie, that this man has become not just a national but an international celebrity.
Absolutely, I think he's known all over the world now at this stage.
Absolutely, indeed. So, but Jackie, when you were being interviewed, one of the things you said that you would really like to go back in time. You were saying that.
Well, I said if I got a chance tomorrow morning to go ahead and to go back, I'd go back.
Right.
The nature, there was more nature that him. The people were lovely that him. I think we got rich a bit quick.
Yeah.
We got wealthy like.
Yes.
And we didn't care about one another. We didn't want help from one another.
But
no, we did want it badly when we were there.
But Jackie,
the old people, I must say the old farmers around us now, as I told you before, that my father castrated the cows and he done big jobs around for him. He was a thatcher as well, like.
Right.
And so all thatched houses at him. And when they'd been running potatoes in the springtime, the pits of potatoes in the field, they'd bring bags of spuds into the house. Here. And there'd been turnips and they'd come at night, from late night, the neighbours would come and there'd been, we'd only cow them that she'd be dry for about 3 or 4 months of the year. And there'd been the bucket of milk and there'd been the pint of milk. And
so they all very much helped each other.
Very much. We lived with one, that's how we lived.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And that was, as you know, then there was no flour to be gotten things for
During the
World
war.
War II.
Yeah.
Very bad.
Yeah.
And there was a woman inside in Killarney in the main street, Mrs. Rady, the greatest woman of all times. She even came down and lost a half-stone of flour and gave it to him. So she gave me much whatever she could. And the greatest women there were. Well, there was shops in outside us, there was Danny Owens and Dan Brown's of Glenfisk and all them shops. Yes. They all helped way around. And they couldn't pay for it or anything. And sad thing was, like, when things got good again, them people left them shops down. They didn't hold that trade with them. And it was not good. There was some of them people not paid. I'm not ashamed to stand up to it. I'm not intended them to tell it to them today. They didn't back them up again.
Well, Jackie.
There was the greatest people in the world, Mary Galvin's. There was 3 sisters there and a woman and their brother was married there. She came in there and she never interfered. They were lovely people.
Well, Jackie, you have retained that wonderful spirit from those times, and you're an inspiration to us.
Yeah.
But when I think that you were in the school with the Shanachie,
Shanachie was a brilliant scholar.
Yeah. Can you tell us, what was he like as a young boy?
Oh, lovely. Oh, the Shanachie was unbelievable. And I stopped school then a bit before. And the last job he did in this house here was what himself and his dad and his brother done.
My goodness.
That was the last job. He went to the Tech then in Killarney.
Yes.
And he went from that into this show. As you know, he was a great man, great man in Killarney. You know all about that.
And when he was in school, used to tell stories when he was in school?
Not so much. It is after like a drum, and he'd come over with this thing in his pocket. You know what they are?
A little tape recorder.
Yeah, and he'd come into the Ramley house and he'd listen to the people at night. He wouldn't say a word. He'd be inside sitting down. Boy were not listening at all to him. And he had all their story. They were the stories he told.
And he'd go into the houses of the people?
Oh, he'd come in. Every house now, this house here now, my dad is sitting in the corner across here now. And 5 of them would come in. And he'd run the pipe. And to the pipe, then you wouldn't have the price of the pipe, but to get burned out the steam. And they made the steam with a bit of hazel tumble like light, and there's a small bit of thing inside that, like out in there, and they burned out that with a red they called it.
Right.
And they stuck it up here, the bit of wire, and they was reddening the fire, and they burned that out of it. And anyone didn't get cancer, and that pipe would go all round the thing smoking. My dad would fill that pipe. They were teenagers like, and they were starting to smoke, and the pipe would go all round.
Would they be known as clay pipes?
No, the clay pipes were the wake. That was my last job.
Right.
I was cutting the tobacco and filling the pipes.
Really?
Yes, in the wakes.
Goodness sake.
Yeah.
Here we're looking at that splendid picture from Jackie's and Rita's wedding day. And Jackie, very special memories of that special, wonderful wedding in 1943.
Yes, in 1943, it was the 27th of February. And we got married in Killarney at 8:30 in the morning. And he was Father O'Sullivan. He was from Inchenimer Bridge below Fan 4. He not so long did entirely. He was a great friend of my wife's. And we went after, came up, and there was a restaurant up at the railway station. And we got into this there and we had a cup of tea there and a couple of drinks. And we went up by train to Cove. And when I got up to the restaurant, I found out to another man's pants I had on. And
How did that happen?
the night before, too late, when I collected my suit from the tailor.
Right.
And the tailor put in the wrong pants with the coat.
Oh, dear.
And he, what about it, looking after that man had passed away since, because if he had passed away, that she should have to marry him like the next all different pants. But the tailor collected a few days after, and the man knew nothing about it anyway.
I know.
But I couldn't get a pants in Cove because I should have coupons. Things were very tight at him.
Of course, it was during the war, during World War II.
It was World War II.
My goodness.
So we had, I was a good bit down in Cove. I was down there at the factory were there towards the boat, what you call the boat.
Oh, the Lusitania and then the Titanic?
The Titanic. I was 7 doors out from that one down. And we went down to see it, and then we had a big crowd there. The same day the president was down. We weren't there for the president the day before. I was sorry that wasn't there when he was there to thank him for the cheque he gave me.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
And it's a substantial cheque now,
Very
isn't
good
it?
cheque. Well, I'm very pleased with it, and I thank him very much for it.
My goodness.
I didn't vote for him. I hope you want to take it back.
No. Michael D. Higgins, President Michael D. Higgins will be so pleased to know that you received the cheque and that you were very grateful for it.
That's right, very grateful, very good cheque. Very thankful.
We're putting a few sods in the fire, and in fact, I think maybe it's time that we'll be going over now to...
Very good stuff here now. And the man that's, get the wood to the back of it, the man is sitting here in the chair here next to us here now.
Yes.
And he gives us the big blocks of wood. And the blocks of wood is the best of all, that throws out all the heat.
Well done, Richard. Richie, you provided all those blocks.
Yes, all the timber, yeah. I remember the first time I brought timber to Jackie, actually. I just cut them small because I was used to putting them in a stove or something like that. But he said they were way too small to cut them 3 feet long.
Beautiful answer. But Jackie, now, for you in your life, of course, Rita, beautiful Rita here, was your queen. But we actually have a special queen in our studio setting now in Corriganimeb, in fact, who was starring in a very special role there over the weekend. So for our news, for our LTV2 news, we're going directly over now to that queen. And we're coming back here again to Jackie because, my goodness, that fire is getting hotter and hotter. And not only that, but I think in the background there, can I hear actually the actual, the kettle is boiling, because it's boiling for a particular reason, Richie.
It's boiling so that we could make a hot whiskey there for Jackie to keep him warm.
Well, we're all very warm here. And now with Sean on camera, we're going to leave this beautiful area very near Killarney here now. We're going to go right back to our studio in Corriganimeb, but we'll come back very, very soon again. So over now to Corriganimeb.
Dis Marie Galera Carda, and that was Sean Radley introducing me there from Jackie O'Sullivan's home in Killarney. And here is LTV2 News. Here are the results of this week's Parish Lotto draw, which was held at McCarthy's Bar on Sunday night. Numbers drawn were 6, 8, 15 and 31, and the jackpot was not won. €100 went to Noreen O'Connor, the 10-yard. The seller was Mary O'Connor, and she got €50 seller's prize. €50 went to the Hickey family Mount Leader. 20 each to Cod Horgan, Carriganimeb. Bernie Lane, Cahardownie. Michael Healy, Drishan View. Christy Tarrant, the 10-yard. Katrina McCarthy, Tlahula. Mickey O'Mahony of Cumligan. Steve Crowley of Tullig, and Jacqueline Reen from Rathmore. Jackpot for next week is 7,200, and the draw will be at the Clarion on Sunday night. This is a very historic week in Millstreet, when 15-year-old Joanne O'Riordan was flown to New York along with her parents and her brother Stephen, where she will address a meeting of the United Nations. Joanne made history 15 years ago when she was born with no limbs, a condition known as total amelia. Since then, she has continued to amaze people from all walks of life worldwide by the way that she has coped with her disability. She has taken the world of technology on and made it her own. In spite of her drawbacks, she is bright and bubbly and endears herself to everybody. Her recent appearance on the Late Late Show launched her on the world stage and resulted in her being invited to New York, where she will tell members of the United Nations how she is coping as a young girl with total amelia. She will also meet the Irish ambassador, and there is a whole lineup of things for her to do for her week stay in New York. Look out for an account of her trip on the media, and as always, we wish her the very best of luck. The merry month of May is on its way, it's on our doorstep, and I and Dido Hollow have planned a whole programme of events for our enjoyment in the coming weeks, entitled Féile na Bealtaine. Brochures are widely available, giving a full account of all the events. Or give them a ring at 60633 for details. Our own lovely country park is putting on a monster fair showing the many crafts and trades that have now passed into history, and this will be on the bank holiday weekend, and please don't miss it. Féile na Bealtaine table quiz will be held at the Wallace Arms Hotel on the 9th of May at 8 o'clock. And there's a notice here from Féile Duhallow to say that an illustrated lecture will be given by Dr. John Regan of the University of Dundee at the Imperial Hotel in Cork on Sunday, April the 28th, starting at 2:30 in the afternoon. For details, you can contact Tim Brown in Co.Cork. The Dublin Theatre is putting on the last showing of the Bantier Drama Group's great comedy, The Wife's Family. They're putting it on the 6th of May at 8:30, and for details you can ring them at 029 562 39. A sum of money was found in Tubredwell, and it can be claimed at our parish office. The number there is 029 70043. As part of the Score Sheenshire team who competed in the All-Ireland finals, which was held in Killarney on Saturday, I want to say a million thanks to all the clubs and friends who sent messages of goodwill, those who erected the huge sign in the West End, and indeed anybody who helped us in any way along the way. We didn't make the grade on the day and lost to County Tyrone for Ulster, but it was great to be successful as far as that level. The Eucharistic Congress will be held in Dublin in June, and brochures are available at the end of our church. This is my last report for the season on LTV2, but please be reminded that my weekly reports on radio every Tuesday morning on C103 will be there every Tuesday morning at 11:30. Snippets of news can be sent to me by email at eileenbuckley@aircom.net, not later than Monday night. Exposition of the Blessed Sacrament in our church every Wednesday from 10:30 in the morning until 10:30 at night. Music in the pub here in Carriganima on next Saturday night, April the 28th, will be by the ever-popular Two Mics. That's all from me now, and I'll send you back again to Killarney to Sean Redley. Can you...
All together now. Happy
birthday
to
Oh, Jesus.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh!
Well, isn't
We'll
that
blow it
nice,
together.
huh?
We'll blow it together.
Yeah.
But anyway, shall we get the picture of two of us blowing it together?
They do the same thing every
Yeah.
year at the last show.
It always closes.
Okay.
It always closes on our
Right.
birthday.
Now, just to make it very clear here that it's the birthday of Eiley, Queen Eiley, and Sean, proprietor of the pub here in Carriganima. And Bernard, of course.
And
yes.
usually after the news comes the weather.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And the weatherman is from this area, you know, Declan Sheehan.
Declan
This is the only way he's going to do the weather tonight. He brought us this from his honeymoon, which the Queen is now standing in front of the camera. But I suppose the Queen is entitled to stand in front of the camera. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
This is what Declan brought us from San Francisco.
Oh, very good.
My goodness.
Yeah, the forecast for tonight.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Declan.
And we had a very special guest here bringing out the
Lovely.
beautiful cake altogether. So now,
Thanks a million for
it's
the
going to be
cake.
cut now for the two birthday people.
We'll share it with everyone in the bar. But I think for now, Eilidh, we better go back to Killarney, Sean Redley.
Do that. Back
Yeah,
again to Killarney.
here we go.
And coming back there from the Queen, the very special Queen of LTV2, Eilidh Buckley, and lots of news there. And we're back in beautiful Killarney, Heaven's Reflex here in beautiful Killarney with our greatest of friends, Jackie. And Jackie, I believe you remember you mentioned on RT that you gave up the drink and the cigarettes at a special time.
Well, I gave up the drink here. I got a bad fit in 75 and I went to hospital in Cork, and my doctor was Dr. Galloway, specialist.
Yes.
And they were sending me home. They couldn't find out anything what was wrong with me. So he came to me this evening here and they were sending me home tomorrow morning. And he said, I'm not sending you home, Jackie. Says here, I'm going to test you in the morning with a bulb and get bulb back into your mouth somewhere,
Right.
and find out a bit. And he did so. And he told me then that if I ever again smoked one cigarette, not to come here. Don't come here, he said, wherever else you come, he said, because they have almost got, he said, get out of him. When down then, I came home, I never smoked since.
So
I wasn't bad at it because I was coughing and everything.
Yes. So you gave up the cigarettes at the age of?
75. And I gave up the drink at about 93 or that. And the roads got, I had got a pony and trap and I don't find it, but the roads got very busy and I got into the roads and
yes.
I had a great friend going to town with me, Johnny Bessie they called him.
Oh yes.
And I used to give him a drive every morning and he was the heaviest drinker in our locality. And he drank for months he was able to drink, like.
Yes.
And he used to get the drive and he gave up the drink. And I thought like that he was sparing money. Because some old people start sparing, the long time they start sparing, like, but they start gathering money, like,
yes.
which is a foolish thing, I suppose. We all do it a bit.
Right.
But I had mine for a few pints, and I was angry, like, which I thought was, which he had to give it up, but I found out from myself, came the same age, thereabout, I had to do the same thing.
And you used call into the Dunlow Lodge?
The Dunlow Lodge was a great place, Mike Nagle.
Yes.
One of the great places of all.
And you got,
And
Mary was there. Mary, there was a girl that was serving in the bar there called Mary.
Yeah.
She's from Millstreet.
That's right. And I met her the other night in there.
You had a big night out in Barradove.
That's right. Yeah, but my great night over the gold, I call him the gold road, he was a blacksmith, he have another in Kilquane, long stories about those, that's unbelievable stories. Take I could be talking for 6 months about those people. But this is a public house and that was
Yes indeed, Sean
You said he gave up the drink.
yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I stopped drinking when I was about 73 because the roads got...
Jackie, I could help you.
Good luck. Good luck.
But on special occasions, there's...
I broke out in for my birthday.
Yes.
For my 100th birthday.
Well, that
I had a few that year. Like, and I can never drink whenever I like, but
But generally you have given it up.
I've given it up. Anything I put before me, I can do it.
Yeah.
I gave up the cigarettes and so much stuff like. But the stuff I used to have a good couple of pints, maybe a fair day or something. And when I might have a stum, when I come home, like, and be very late. And my wife wouldn't say anything the following morning, and they'd get a bit of lacing the following morning about it, but you tell me off. And there was a special pusher, into the all rust and everything, now she stuck there around some place, and she blew that for the dinner. I got the dinner of it anyway. And if we didn't fix that around the days or anything, we stayed under the blanket that night.
Well, anyway, Jackie, I believe you're a man to tell a great story, like the Shanachie.
Yeah. Would you like to hear a rebel song?
Okay, we'll do that too.
Are you from Millstreet?
We are.
Would you like to hear about the black and tans?
Right, so.
Would you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
It was early in November. I can't sing.
Yeah, don't worry.
It was early in November, in that holy month of prayer, when God in high was angered by those lonely Saxon bear. I mean that cowardly wicked act which took place in Millstreet town by those corrupt sons of England now working for the crown. It was Greenman gave the order for to open by those jails, for to send those criminals over here for to persecute and steal. Two courageous for their English gore, they gave their souls away, for to shoot on Aaron's noble men for a bloody pound a day. When evening tempted by all spot, they rambled out to sea, to rob and lower all Millstreet town with their Saxon tyranny. They thought the place was all their own, no rebel more could stand. 5 minutes in the town, rode those fury black and tans. 10 of those men dissembled in the centre of the town. With load of rifles in their hands, they shouted up the crown. Where are those damnation feigners now? But the answer quickly came, to the hail of rifle bullets from the corner of Mid Lane. At the first crack of our Irish gun, 2 black caps came down, dressed in wild confusion, dashed manly through the town. To no more to save their dirty lives as they dashed for liberty, and the wild foreign craftsmen to the castle of Macroom, saying in this peaceful town, when evening tinted by all spot, they rambled out to sea, to rob and roll all Millstreet town with their Saxon tyranny. They thought the place was all their own, no rebel more could stand. 5 minutes in the town, rode those fury black and tans. And the wild for reinforcements to the castle of Macroom, saying in this peaceful town of Millstreet, their streets are drenched with gore, and tell our brave black and tans that their life will change no more. He encouraged them, brave Irishmen, keep on your noble fight. Where'er you meet a black and tan, prepare to shoot at sight. For that's the stuff to give them, as they got in high Mid Lane, and give 3 cheers for those volunteers and their policy Sinn Féin.
My goodness. What an amazing memory.
I learned that when I was 9 years old. And I had forgotten for years, and my wife is dead 38 years, and things came back to me, and I'd be here, bit by bit, with a lot came back. Another ambush at Hertford, all the ambush songs, I have a lot of them.
But it's amazing, Jackie, that you could remember that without having any book in front of you.
Oh, no, not a bit. I can tell you.
You can remember it also.
I don't know how to come back word by word. That came back, like me, sentence by sentence. Absolutely. But it came back when I thought of one, I had another one, and the more that day you'd come into your head and you're doing something in the field, and you'd add another bit to it, like.
Do you know, Jack, we could be here with you for hours and hours and hours. You are absolutely fascinating. It's Tubrit Holywell in Millstreet.
Yeah.
And we're presenting you, Jackie, a little birthday present.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tubrit Holywell from...
I know a Tubber. Yeah, that's part of the tree. That's Balwarna.
That's right. The St. Goblet. The St. Goblet.
Oh, thank you very, very much for that.
You are very welcome.
That is something now that I admire much, very much so. Very, very
more than
much.
welcome.
What a lovely.
And of course, there it is. My goodness, this has been a most
Well,
amazing.
thank you very much.
And again, you were just about to explain with. We'll put our special tubret well over here for you. But you have something in your hand there also that you're just going to explain.
My wife, I told her she made the butter at home and sold it in pounds in Killarney and put a beautiful brand of the Shamrock in four prints, a print she's made in it. And the print of the Shamrock was in the print. A beautiful pound for 6p a pound. And in ready she sold it, and the price of this was only 3 halfpence. I fill you this.
My goodness.
And I'd be with her and a kid, and they'd give me halfpenny if they had it. And I'd get a good few halfpence then. And we used to take the donkey up in Hiller's Lane, up for Sunny Hill. My lads that might know it. And there was a shop by 2 old people in the outside for to go up till Bidu Hill. And I used to buy it to comb my head.
My goodness.
Yes, inside that. For 3 halfpence I had halfpennies left.
And I believe you used this very special.
And I use this now for buying a neck for myself and my wife in the morning in the morning's breakfast.
Isn't that beautiful?
And I do have a special spoon for taking it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie, this has been amazing. We could have remained here for many a day and many a time, and hopefully we'll get to call again because, my
yes,
goodness.
anytime you're all welcome.
You're so,
And anytime.
Well, and I think we're going to be finishing in a very appropriate way with a very appropriate song.
I have the Stations of the Cross up here. You have seen that cross
Oh,
up
yes.
here. You didn't see that, no.
The Stations
That's
of the
the
Cross,
Stations of the
right
Cross,
up there. Yes, indeed, with all the different stations around the cruise.
Stations, yes.
Yeah, beautiful. Jack, you have a most amazing home altogether. But we're finishing with a very appropriate song here, a song composed by J.J. Reedy. And of course we know Nora Reedy, who has always remembered this very special song, one of the many songs that J.J. Reedy composed. But we are absolutely blessed and thrilled and honoured to be joined by Richie Fitzgerald here, who has been so gracious in being with us right through the interview. And not only that, but he was the man that guided us here to the beautiful, beautiful home of Jackie O'Sullivan here today. We thank also Matthew Neville, who has been here, and we thank Polly the dog, who has been so patient also to being here at the side. The fire is still so very, very beautiful and warm here. And Jackie, maybe a final word to our viewers before we end, as your recipe for living to 100 and for many, many more years to come. What is your recipe to our viewers?
Well, many people, a whole lot of people have been asked that question, like, and I've only one answer to it. Keep away from the women.
Well, you know, Jack, it's been such a pleasure, and thank you so much.
But I would say I like plain food is very good. Some of the very good in tail.
And you are such a happy person. You bring so much happiness to so many people.
That's right. Well, I always have a smile on my face.
Well, isn't that everything?
Yeah.
Jackie, you are an inspiration, and it's been such a huge honour being invited here to your very, very beautiful home. Thank you for your royal welcome. You're so generous.
Thank you very much for coming on. Thank you a whole lot. And you're always welcome here for me. Well, same here.
Thank you so much indeed. And at this particular point, we're going to go over directly now to Richie, and Richie is going to give us that beautiful song, The Story I Tell You Is True. All right, Richie.
Come stroll for a while through my memory, and I'll tell you of times long ago, when we walked to school summer and winter, barefoot through the fields we would go. I remember our little thatched cottage, and the half door led into the hall, the crane o'er the fire in the kitchen, and the grandfather clock on the wall. Oh, the stout it was cured with the poker, and poteen the said cured the flu. The bacon it hung from the ceiling, sure the story I tell you is true. We went in the trap to Mass Sunday, and Grandad would wear his best hat. The priest would whistle from the altar, and the women in different seats sat. Matchmaking was part of tradition, and the rambling house filled up at night. When the tailor would tell the ghost stories, oh, the children would shiver with fright. Oh, the stout it was cured with the poker, and poteen they said cured the flu. The bacon it hung from the ceiling, sure the story I tell you is true. I remember the sound of the anvil, and the burning horse hoof we could smell. When we passed the forge door in the evening, with the water we fetched from the well. We spancel the cows before milking, tie the horse to the wall through the shoe. His collar and tames, his winkers and reins, the harness we kept it like new. Oh, the stout it was cured with the poker, and poteen they said cured the flu. The bacon it hung from the ceiling, sure the story I tell you is true.
Absolutely amazing. Richie, no, that was absolutely. Thank you so much, Richie. Absolutely.
I think Bridget sang that song. She did the lash from behind that night for a lift. God, gee, that's a beautiful song. The first time I heard that note, I think Bridget sang it that evening behind.
So, 100th birthday definitely deserves 100 birthday cake. And, Jackie, you have that cake ready here.
That's right. Okay, I've got ready here, but this is the 9th one.
The ninth?
Ninth birthday I'm cutting.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
And Matt, thank you for lighting the candles.
One in Lewis, 2 in Minchagore, 1 in Lissavigian School, 2 in the Castle Heights, 1 in Foster College. I've 9 of them cutting, 1 in Barduvlad the other night, 1 in Foster...
Yes.
Every place I'm gone, I will 9 of them cut anyway.
But this is our special one for the viewers, and it's also here at your home.
And I want to thank all the people for the birthday cakes that they're printing and everything. And I want to thank all the people that have all those cards given to me. Masses. Unbelievable. I won't go to hell anyway. I won't go down, I'll be going up. But I expect that.
Well, Jackie, go there now.
Yeah.
Where the heat is being felt here now on these beautiful cakes. So, Jackie, we're ready for you to blow out your 100th birthday cake.
Okay.
Well done. A big round of applause there from our audience. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much indeed. That's Jackie with his... Oh, and...
Yeah, look, she's mad about me. Look, she wants me. Not to mercy, that's all my wife. The same thing happened. We couldn't... 3 times that we couldn't remember the last night.
My goodness. Lovely. That is beautiful altogether. And we're all going to have a beautiful piece. We're all going to have a beautiful piece of this cake here.
That's all the work. And this is like taking for him. You can eat. I can't consider it, and I can't, no.
Right. There we are. That's great. And oh, this is very special. We never realised we'd be getting such a very special Richie's piece here, and I've my piece over here. We'll all have to celebrate. We all have, and Matthew then, Matthew, grand altar. Yes. And so, while we're all enjoying Jackie's wonderful 100th birthday cake here, and he's been so kind to us in so many different ways, we want to say a very special word of thanks to Jackie, very especially for having us here in your beautiful home. Thank you so much, Jackie.
Thank you very much for coming. very much. The good to me is the better. Over the beach. Lovely people.
Great altar.
I came far and near and travelled here. So many people have travelled. I'm most very thankful to them.
Tremendous
Yeah,
altar.
unbelievable.
And Matt, this has been a wonderful inspiration, hasn't it?
It's been a fabulous day. Really enjoyed it, in fairness.
Great altar. And you're enjoying that beautiful
It's a fabulous cake.
And Richie, you're enjoying here?
Absolutely beautiful, yeah. Lovely cake as well.
And thank you for... Right.
Yeah, Richie comes to me and Richie, when Lake journey to him, the house and Nathan, Richie sees after it.
Richie is a very loyal person.
Very nice. I know his grandfather.
Well, I'll tell
I
you.
did a long course to him back in the 30s.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Well done, Richie.
Well, his mother came, I know all belonged to her.
There you are, Richie. Take a bow, take a bow. And what a very... My goodness. And what a very appropriate song you sang, of course, that song.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
The first time, second time I heard this.
Yeah, and it
That's
was,
beautiful.
It
That was the song. A lot of that knows in my days, like.
Yes, exactly.
About the school, yeah.
It was very appropriate.
Very
Very
no. Every
appropriate.
day you hear that now.
Altogether. And of course the cameraman, Sean, how is your wonderful cake going, Sean?
I didn't get a chance to get near it yet.
Sean has been working here all day. And of course, the wonderful Polly. How are you, Polly? You are here. Oh, Polly is, look at that. Polly, you are such a, we must give you a tiny little piece, Polly. Polly, oh, lovely. There you go, Polly. Look at that. So there it is, leaving beautiful Killarney, exquisite. Heavens reflects here in Killarney. It's goodbye from Jackie, from Matt, from Richie, from Sean Murphy on camera, and directly back now to our studio for the finishing up of our present season on LTV2 Millstreet. It's been such a joy, and all of this has been supremely organised in so many ways with Richie, with Sean, to meet with this most amazing of gentlemen, the wonderful and amazing Jackie O'Sullivan of international fame. Jackie, it's been such a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you sincerely.
Tremendous altar. There it is, and back now to Corriganima. And so, through the magic of television, I'm gone from Killarney and directly back here in the pub in Corriganima. But in fact, we could have remained a full week there with the wonderful Jackie O'Sullivan. My goodness, what a gentleman, a supreme gentleman he is. And we thank very much, of course, Sean Murphy on camera, and our good friends. Also we had Matthew Neville, and we also had Richie Fitzgerald there. But now we're back here in Corriganima, and we have a very, very special range of guests to meet here on our very final program 212 from LTV2 Millstreet. And we have, believe it or not, the Queen of LTV2. Eilidh Buckley, you are very welcome.
Thank you, Sean. It's great to be here.
You must introduce a very special crew, because, my goodness, there is an amazing, beautiful silver cup right in front of you here. Tell us more about that, Eilidh.
There is indeed. We're the very proud winners of the Munster final of Score Sheenshire for 2012. And we're very proud of it. And we all got a Munster medal each. I never thought I'd own a Munster medal at this hour of my life, but I did. And with me here is James Kelleher from Poundhill. And we have Niamh O'Mahony from Clara. And the lovely Rebecca Enright from the Station Road. But missing tonight, of course, is Steve O'Riordan, because he's gone to America with his sister. But
we noticed that, James, you are in perfect costume outfit in honour of LTV2.
I am, Sean. Honoured to be out here. I will be dressed tonight in memory of the play. I was supposed to be Mary Harney, so the politics didn't work out, so I gave the acting a go, and then tonight I gave the bar work a go, just to see can I find a new job for myself.
So it's all working out now.
It is. It's all working well for us.
And we're going to see James and the crew here in a very, very special recording itself that was recorded. Where was this recorded?
It was recorded in Templemore on the night of the Munster final. So it was a great win, a great honour to win it, and delighted that Eilidh was with us on the night. And in fact, we all think and believe that it was the fact that Eilidh turned up as the Queen that actually won it for us on the night. So we'd like to thank Eilidh for that.
For very presence.
Her very presence won it for us.
Well, I must say, I'm sure if she walked down any street in Ireland at the moment, they would all their cameras would be out everywhere.
Absolutely, I think so.
And of course, Niamh, a beautiful voice can be heard over the tannoy system in the play itself.
A beautiful voice? That would be Rebecca.
So it's Rebecca's voice we hear.
Looking for the airport.
So Rebecca, we recognise a beautiful voice. So it was your beautiful voice.
Yes, yeah. Just I wouldn't have minded being on stage, but when we were kind of discussing ideas, we needed a pilot, and I stepped in and helped land the plane on the night.
Came across really well. By the way, what airport were we meant to be at?
Cork Airport, Cork International Airport was where I was trying to land, but having a few problems on the night. So.
And Niamh, your role in the play itself?
Fernando, the Spanish helper. I don't know if I helped much to land the plane, but I was there anyway. I made an appearance.
The amount of practice involved for, firstly for the Munster, but then for the All-Ireland must have been enormous.
Yeah, we've been at it now since January. We'd first round in January was the Duhallow round. To be fair, we didn't do much preparation for that. And from then on, we spent 2-3 nights a week preparing ourselves and practicing and getting our lines right and taking the play apart and rebuilding it. And every round was a different round. If you saw the first play to the very last play in the All-Ireland final, it was a totally different play.
So. We started with 3 cast members, and for the county round it went to 4 cast members, and for the Munster round it went to 5 cast members. So that's what we finished it, and we took the All-Ireland.
And the amount of support, Eilidh, within the town itself and far beyond.
Oh, it was terrific. We were delighted. I don't know how many were at the Munster final, but definitely the All-Ireland final in Killarney, and we were amazed at the amount of support we got from the local, and the posters they put up in the town of Millstreet wishing us luck was absolutely...
And the website and newspaper coverage.
Everywhere they were wishing us luck. We were just so sorry that we didn't bring home the bacon, but then...
I mean, reaching an All-Ireland level is really prestigious altogether. For yourself, Rebecca, what would the golden moment have been from the whole experience of Score 2012?
I think definitely the reaction the crowd gave to Eilidh when she came on in Templemore. If you watch the DVD back of it, literally, like they're laughing for the whole play. As soon as she comes on, they went absolutely crazy. Stephen had a line after she came on and you actually couldn't hear him saying it. Everyone was cheering so much. I think that and realising we've done it, was amazing. So.
And for yourself, Niamh?
It's hard to beat that. I don't know, I just was the All-Ireland, getting to the actual All-Ireland itself, and the atmosphere and everything behind there was amazing.
It's a huge...
All the counties, like all the inter-counties, everybody was great.
It's a huge event, isn't it, as it was there in Killarney?
Yeah, it was just nice to be part of it and to have experienced it.
I think, Sean, there the highlight for me was in Templemore when the results were read out. Now, I hadn't a clue, it was a huge place, and I hadn't a clue what to expect. John Linden, he was beside me, and they called out Shradwillan and wind over my head. And she says to me, go up. She says, go up the stage, you're after winning. And I said, what are we go up for? You're getting a medal. And a Munster medal. I couldn't believe it. It was an absolute joy.
Just on that note, I suppose, mentioning Geraldine and Susan, they were with us from the beginning as well, from the very beginning. They mightn't have been seen on stage, but they were back.
When we mentioned Geraldine, it's Geraldine
Dennehy and Susan Spillane. Yeah, they were with us doing the makeup and the backstage props, and they followed us.
Terrific help because, and Marie as well, James' sister Marie, she was a great help as well, because when you are there and you have a very important role to play, you forget about your personal things. I forgot my bag, I forgot my coat, I forgot all those things. And Marie was there picking things up after me. And when the show was over, she had them all for me. So, I really appreciated the way they cared for my stuff.
And not only that, your set was quite wonderful. Who would have been the person that created the set?
The set was actually drawn by Barry Fraser in the school, so as Niamh was saying, we'd like to thank Barry Fraser for his help. We painted it ourselves, but it was Barry's drawing and his idea to make it like that.
So it was a huge team effort.
It was a big team effort. Everyone as well, as Niamh said, them trophies aren't just ours, they're everyone that helped us out. Susan and Geraldine in particular, because they've been there from the very, very first night we talked about doing Score. They came in, got us our props, our costumes. This is all Geraldine. They helped us backstage, they put up our set for us, they were to help us throughout the whole thing. So we owe an awful lot to Geraldine Dennehy and Susan Spillane for helping us so much.
And of course the GAA are so hugely involved because it is a GAA competition that Millstreet GAA particularly were hugely supportive.
They were, in fairness, they were very good, you know, kind of wish us luck every night, and it came to the banner then. We were absolutely thrilled with the banner that was put up at the West End for us. I mean, that was a lot more than we expected, in fairness. So I mean, it was great to get so much support, and even on the night of the All-Ireland final in the programme, all the best wishes from Duhallow GAA, Millstreet GAA, Coleman's put in a little kind of advert for us, Cork GAA put it in. I mean, it was amazing to see everyone wishing us the best. Like.
We've also learned that when you hear of score, the All-Ireland score, that apparently the biggest score that ever actually occurred, Niamh, was
In 1993 in Green Glen's Arena in Millstreet.
My goodness.
Yeah,
My goodness.
3,000 people were there that day. 3,000, and there was only 1,800 in Killarney on Saturday.
1,800 is a lot of people.
It's a huge audience, believe me, but
You wouldn't want to make a mistake.
So I suppose it's Hollywood next.
Absolutely. No, we'll wait for next year. We're in preparations for preparations for Score 2013. We have an idea, and when Stephen comes home from New York, he's going to put in the groundwork, and we'll be back in 2013 to defend our Duhallow title and our Munster title, and hopefully next year we'll win the All-Ireland, the big one, which is it's on Derry next year. Actually, it's on Derry in 2013. So please God, we'll be making the road trip to Derry to bring home the All-Ireland title from the north.
Yes. Well, our cameraman here at the moment.
One thing I'd like to say is thanks to Eileen Collins, she left me raid her wardrobe for my outfit.
It is so wonderful.
And we tried out a few things, and I got enough in Eileen's wardrobe to win a Munster medal, and I got the hat, of course.
Everyone must talk about the hat. Where did you get that beautiful?
I got that hat in occasions in Macroom. And I got it for the two occasions. I got it for the Munster final, and then I got it again booked it again for the All-Ireland.
Well, it was certainly a royal occasion. Absolutely. So, at this by the way, when we hear that it's going to be in Derry next year, our cameraman here, who of course is William Fitzgerald at the moment, William and I actually had the privilege of walking the walls of Derry and being in that very beautiful city. So we'll have some pointers for you about Derry itself. So at this particular point then, it's time actually to view, and we thank very much the crew for allowing us to share with you the actual production as it was seen in Templemore for the Munster final, at which of course the team here won in such a wonderful manner.
Tower 14, please tell me what's going on. I have no intention of landing my plane in the River Lee.
Oh, blame it all. It stinks, just like my life, just like the tax and the septic tanks. I haven't even paid the household charge. We're doomed, I tell you. Only a miracle could save us now. Oh, Fernando, the plane is coming, and we need to land the plane.
Plane?
Yes, plane! Oh, good. This is a manual. You Spanish, it's Spanish. You read, we land plane. Everyone happy.
Irish?
Ha!
Irish?
His national is Spanish, his Irish. Manuel!
Tower 14, what are you doing?
We're all just thinking. We're all thinking. Mary. Where are you? Mary. Just right. Fernando! Get the floor! Get the floor! Oh, yeah. to know my position. At the top, Mary's bottom. Like Ronaldo.
Seriously? You have got to be kidding me.
I wish I was. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Can you see me now?
I actually think I can. Is that you with the flag and the light?
Yes, yes. Follow the flag and the light. Follow the flag. She's coming down. She's gone back up again. More to left, more to right, now straight ahead, and shake it all across. Sorry, look, I can't wait. She's coming down. She's coming down. She's landing. It's the Queen. It's the Royal Queen. She looked at me. She's pointing. She's coming up. She's coming up. Get up! Get up! Get to position!
Okay, just before we go to the competition, I need a drink. Queen, pint of Guinness, please.
By all means. Jesus, how far do I put it?
Just straight down, don't worry about it on.
Yeah, the Queen is working way well here. All the ways down, I leave the, yeah. In too many places you'd see the Queen filling a drink, but I suppose she must pay her way here in Carriganima. We must pay for that new Varner somehow. That's the job. And what are you supposed to say, Eilidh?
Cheer down the house.
Well, Mary, we're back for the last.
The last one. How come I am standing and you're sitting?
Because you wouldn't sit down. Come on, sit down here beside me.
Stay standing now.
Because we could be here for a while tonight. It's our last get together until September. Yeah, and you're as happy and as cheerful
I know,
as
ever. Yeah, and you got your cake.
I got my cake, yeah. As far as I can see, that's the same cake that we got last year, with new candles.
No, the oil is half as fresh, you're half as stale.
All right. Okay, any news for us this week?
I have a few things because I know you've a lot of stuff to do. First of all, we want to advertise a quiz. It's a table quiz with a sing-along, hosted by Millstreet Active Retirement Association, and it's taking place in the Wallace Arms Hotel on Wednesday the 9th of May at 8 p.m. Tables of 4 at €20 per table, all welcome. So, table quiz with a sing-along, definitely well worth coming along. And Finbar Murphy's asked us to advertise this a night that's coming up also in May, on Friday the 18th of May. It's Fancy Night of the Dogs. It's a race night in aid of Our Lady of Good Counsel Ballincollig, which is a school for autistic and Down syndrome children. It's being sponsored by the Sheehan family, and it's in memory of William and Monica Sinnott. It's the Friday the 18th in Curraheen Park. Cost is €20. And as it says, you will be barking mad to miss it. So don't forget that. We have a prize to give away, because I know you've loads to do.
What do you think of the new look inside in our bar? And we have. Did we change the staff as well?
I did a big improvement in the staff that we used to be here.
We had the Queen filling a drink there earlier, but now we have Mary Harney. We're very important here tonight.
I leave you out of that, Matt. You're not just talking about him.
Right, as we're on it, Ballinagreek Co.Cork are doing their annual walk on Sunday the 6th of May from Ballyvourney to Macroom, leaving after Mass in Ballyvourney. Coming up to Macroom, and it usually ends up in the lawn bar for a big tally-ho.
Exactly.
And I think Mary Sweeney gives them the supper.
Okay.
We have a competition, have we? Oh, by the way, hold on a minute now, we must give Star Tracks are having the first of their concerts.
That's right.
Dancing.
Singing.
Every Saturday. If you go up there now, you could meet a man.
How do you know I haven't met a man already? Did I have to go up there for one?
Maybe you could meet one. Didn't see you around with any man.
Maybe you could meet one.
I will be there actually for a different reason, which we will know over the coming weeks. Guess you'll never know where you'll find me up at Star Tracks this summer. But on the 13th of May we have John McNichol, the two mics, who are here actually next Saturday night. So you better come here next Saturday night, the two mics.
Think about it.
They were on there earlier on the programme. Country Roads and Eileen Hickey.
Okay.
Now, what are you going to do for the summer?
Stay well away from you anyway, that's for sure.
That's fine, some things never change.
I might do
what are you doing with Sean Redley's hat?
I might do it a salad this year.
You tried that before, and actually we were at Barraduv at an Irish night last Friday night, and someone did mention about the way you drove that silage harvester.
Really?
Back
Very
in Barraduv.
good too. Sean, since you had drove the last competition winner of the season. No looking? Perfect, thank you. And the winner is Liam McCarthy, Guinevere.
Liam McCarthy.
Guinevere.
What number is he there? So we're being viewed back in Guinevere.
Yeah.
We'll try it,
right
yeah.
there. Perfect.
Okay, we have, I don't know, the service isn't so good here in Carriganama, but
will you pick up the sound?
we will try anyway.
Yeah.
So can you hear the phone there, Willie?
To verify? Yeah.
Willie's on camera tonight and doing a mighty job as usual. The phone is ringing. Liam, how are things? That's alright. Any news in Guinevere tonight? All quiet. You watch our program every week, Liam? Hello, Liam. Oh yes, Will. Oh yes, that man. You have him here. All right, yeah. You went to the competition there last week. Yeah. Sean Radley walked across in front of us. Yeah. You're just after winning yourself a day pass to Millstreet Country Park. Fair play to you. Anyone you want to say hello to from Guinevere? Right. Right. That's not too bad. I suppose there's no point in asking you to sing a song, is there, Liam? I know the phone service here isn't the best. But you got the general idea anyway. You're after winning a car pass to Millstreet Country Park. Yeah. Alright, so Liam, so all you have to do is go into the reception at Millstreet Country Park, tell them your name, and they will look after you whenever you want between now and September. Alright, Liam. No bother. No, there we have another happy man.
As competition prize winners, I think that you were a bit late giving this away, so we better tally ho off the bar and give it out, because I think the woman that won this happened to be in the bar tonight.
We will do that, yeah, in 1 second. But we have one more to give away.
Okay.
No?
What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
It's a car pass. Might do it here later in the pub.
Okay, fair enough.
No, there was one other thing. You never sang all summer. Or all winter or whatever?
I'll sing now later.
You'll sing later? Okay. So if you're going to sing, you'll need to drink something?
Yeah. I'll have a brandy later.
That's alright. But as we have one more car pass to give away.
Okay.
We're going to go back now to Killarney, where we met Jackie O'Sullivan yesterday.
That's right.
And he's going to ask us a question. Do you see the monitor there? Here we go.
Jackie, this week is going to be the person who's going to ask us our competition question, and this week our prize this week is going to be a really very special pass to Millstreet Country Park. And of course, up in Millstreet Country Park there's going to be a very special event in relation to craftsmanship and particularly the whole world of the farrier and blacksmiths. But anyway, Jackie, you have a question this week, Jackie.
I have a question, and I ask you now, what is my age?
That's one of the best questions we have ever had on LTV2. And Jackie, there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of people phoning in to tell us that special age. Thank you very much, Jackie.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Lovely.
So there it is. Very special question from Jackie this week. What is Jackie's age?
No, sir. What did you make of that?
Fine, sprightly man for his age.
Let's tell you, he's no fun. And the worst of it. As you probably see
in the... He was never a shape when you were leaving them at you were.
Well, no, he did pull out the bottle, all right, and with a few drinks, and the worst of all is Sean Radley was driving my Jeep home, and he got caught for speeding.
And I passed
coming into Rathmore.
Yeah.
But we don't know who's going to pay the fine.
You know that it'll be you who get the points. If he is speeding, so you'll get the points, because it's your Jeep.
All right, and do you know what he done then after passing the speed van? He blew the horn. But anyway, I'm going to be very cheeky now because just for some unknown reason, Sheila Lane is after walking into the bar, and she actually won this.
About 6 months ago.
Right, about 6 months, and I just happened to have it with me, so I'm going to give her prize. Will you come follow me? So here we are now going up the bar, our newly renovated bar, and I am just trying to find where is this woman. Sheila Lane, you have us ripped off here on LTV2. You're winning every second week, but we must apologise because you won this about 6 months ago, and we kind of forgot.
Nice. 4 months to be
4 months, so we'll be very surprised. So that is your scarf. Put it on and we'll see if it fits.
Thanks.
No, so we always get things done. It might take a while on LTV2, but we get them done. You're happy? This is our last show of the season. We'll be off now until September.
Have a lot of work done between this and then, won't you?
We will. But do you know what I'm going to do now?
Yes.
We're going to go back in time here in Carriganama to 1987, where Mary Lane sang a song.
I'm tempted, my darling, to steal you away. So help me, my darling, stay out of my way. You know that I love you, and I'm not wasting time. I'm faced with a heartache at love's fading line. Don't let me cross over love's fading line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer to the heavens divine. Don't let me cross over love's fading line. I try to forget you, and what else can I do? When your eyes keep saying that you love me too. I know if I lose you, not a dream will I live. I don't want to keep you, but I can't help myself. Don't let me cross over love's fading line. You belong to another, and you'll never be mine. I know one step closer would be heaven's divine. Don't let me cross over love's fading line. Don't let me cross over love's fading line.
That was Mary Lane, a great performer, a wonderful singer, and a great woman to give with the tea.
Now, Mary, you sang that song here in 1987, and you actually sang it over there.
Yeah.
I can't think now what the song was, but as we're back in Carriganama, our last show this season, you sing us a song.
Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair. And I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. The sun, it shone out like a jewel on the lovely hills of Clare, when I strode along with my sweet love one evening at the fair. Her eyes, they shone like silver springs, her long, long golden hair. I have won the heart of one, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow.
You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair, and I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. As we walk down by the river bank where the lovely Shannon flows, and listen to the nightingale singing songs for you and I. But now to say farewell to all you fair and true, I have won the heart of one, my lovely Rose of Clare. Oh, my lovely Rose of Clare, you're the sweetest girl I know. You're the queen of all the roses, like the pretty flowers that grow. You are the sunshine of my life, so beautiful and fair, and I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare, and I will always love you, my lovely Rose of Clare. Thanks, Shawnee.
Well done, Mary. And you know, it's actually very fitting that you sang that song tonight, because there was a neighbour of ours buried last week, Mary O'Mahony, who was a big fan of LTV2, and that was her favourite song. So Mary, rest in peace. Now we're going to do something completely different. If you remember, a few weeks ago, Jerry Reardon was cutting scalloons, right? Okay, are you listening, Mary? You're a bit of a blackguard by himself, but I happened to be in Clondrohid last week, right?
Yeah.
And just before I go any further, were you watching that night? The night Jerry and Brendan were cutting the scalloons.
Yeah.
Did he cut them the correct way?
No, it's he left noise in them, it's
That's where you're right, and Jerry doesn't know. There's another man here, another Jerry Reardon, who's going to show him how to do it. So I think we'll go to, well, it's not Brendan and Jerry tonight, it's two Jerrys, but Jerry's in for a shock. So here we go.
Yeah.
Jerry, that was some song there by Mary Lane.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hear somebody singing that song before?
I heard it once or twice,
yeah.
But maybe you'd sing it later. But it seems you're on your own tonight.
Yes.
I have to fall in with you.
Brendan has already gone on holidays. So.
Brendan has already gone on holidays, yeah. I suppose he's gone to the Bahamas or somewhere.
Not quite.
Not quite. He's not too far away now, but I'm going to stand in for the last of the season. Any news in the farming world this week?
No, my stalks have got a bad doing from
your stalks.
The frost.
It is very interesting now that you happen to mention stalks, because I have been around different places over the last couple of weeks, and you cut a scallon one night, yourself and Brendan.
Yes.
A good few people wanted to see you doing it again. Right?
Right.
So as I am Shawnee Murphy, I have a big knife for you.
Is there age in it?
There's enough for what you're going to do. So I'm going to give you, what's that? That is one potato. Cut that and see how you get on.
God, John.
Do we need to put on the glasses, Jerry?
Badly, I'd say. It's my fault.
I never saw this being, and I saw you at it now that night in Sean Redley's. Just the way you cut it.
Well, if several people who said that I did it wrong the last night are watching. See that eye there, la?
Right. Now Jerry's after about 6 pints of Heineken at the moment. Go on anyway.
See that eye? You see that? I split through that eye. Right? That's the scallon.
Are you sure you're doing it right? No, we'll forget about the 6 pints of Heineken.
That's the scallon. Hey, why did you get a red spot, like, you know?
A red spot? We got a red spot that you could see it.
Why didn't you get one with a bit of a... I think that potato must be sat... Oh, Jesus, there's an eye here.
Don't cut the finger off yourself anyway, Jerry.
That eye is cut in two halves now.
Okay. Because I have got several complaints to the LTV2 complaint section that you know nothing about cutting scalons, and I'm going to hand these over to a man that knows about them and see will they turn into spuds at some stage. We have another John Reardon here. John, it is amazing that you just happen to be in Carrigan tonight.
Sorry for criticizing you, I saw you on television. The judge has arrived.
No, you are right. What do you make of this? I suppose these are only fit for chips, are they?
I know to put on my glasses when I examine them.
We have our gardening expert John here, all the way from Clondrohid.
Too bad. Alright, well I know. That's called the Clearacon. There was a scalon in the England, the Clearacon. Yeah. During the time of the famine, no, they boil those and they eat them, the Clearacons. And yeah. That's at the seed. Right? But anyway, no, I'll show you the way I cut them.
This is the way it is really done, Jerry, and you better pay attention here because you're the talk of the country. Yes.
I know. When I was a young lad, there was a woman by the name of Mia Connell used to come and cut the scalons, and she'd clean away the eye, and she'd never use the back eye because the back eye was, if we put in the back eye, you see, to only produce a small spud. So this one here now should produce, you have a one eye here now, right? That the one eye, the small, makes no difference there now because there's a good one coming off with it, right? So that's one scalon, right? So this one here now, I should get another one here now. That's the way that when you break them off like that, right. That's two, they're all top-wise. This one now, I could make two here now if I wanted to.
You could split it down the middle.
I could split it down the middle, that's the way they do it. And they'd break the two across, right? And you have two more there, even that they'd be small, and they wouldn't set them for a few days until the part of the eye get black, because they'd blacken your fingers and you'd be sitting. That's the Clearacon, that's the heel and the back eye. You don't use those, because producing a back eye would be like producing a bad thing in anything, you know? But during the famine they eat those. We fed them to cattle and we fed them to pigs, you know?
And do you ever see a famine ridge?
I did. And the ridges are still there, they're inside in forts and all them things all the time. You know, there's one of them been on our fort now in the Secrecy.
Is there?
There is, yeah.
But
and we are the old ridges are still there.
3 feet wide and it's about 3 feet wide and
oh yeah. About, you know the way you could make them with, you could make the ridge with a rotivator.
You could, yeah. Well,
you know the rotivator shapes is the shape of a ridge, like.
Or a high mac, it'd be very good at making ridges.
They called them now, they call it the Clearacon. That was the heel of the spud. That when we set it out, that was thrown into a different bucket.
But I think you were giving Jerry a task as we're finishing on LTV for the rest of the summer.
I want you to set those now.
Are you listening, Jerry?
Right.
You're going to set them, and we're going to watch them over the summer and see what happens.
I'll put the red ones in one way, and they.
That's all right, and I'll keep the crows away. So you're happy now, John, that you clarified that? Yeah.
But I'm happy that I called, and I was a bit nervous all day facing up to it, you know, but even that I'm at a coming on after having a few drinks. It is great, and I'm at a meeting different people and nice people.
Nice people,
and it's nice to meet you when you're Reardon.
Reardon, all the Reardons.
And Reardon at that.
I think we'll be going for a new gardening expert, I'd say, Johnny. I think you got yourself into a small bit of trouble.
At least I can still sing.
You can still sing?
I can still milk cows and things. So.
Well, did I speak you singing?
I could still milk a cow. So I could.
Here we have trouble here, folks. I don't know what's going on. They're going to go on here for the whole night.
I could sing in that song.
Hold on.
You can sing a song.
What we'll do, we'll go for 2 songs. Who wants to go first, John or Jerry? Jerry, give us one bar of a song. He's putting away his spuds now. And of course, we're blessed here tonight. You can see the staff we have behind the bar. We have Mary Harney in the bar. And Mary Harney is looking well. Her hair is fitting in with the varnish. And we just happen to have a few passing through tonight. And of course, we have the Queen, but the Queen is just gone out for 1 second, but she will be back. So Jerry, will you sing a song while the Queen is organising herself?
I love to. Final song of the season, so I suppose
we better sit down the Queen first and make her comfortable.
Yeah.
Is the Queen all right? She's he's here as an armour sixpence tonight, Jerry.
Yes, into Cork Airport, and I suppose which song now? Which is the national anthem of Cork? Is it "The Banks of My Own Lovely Lee" or "Bold J.D. Quill"?
Oh, I don't know. Which one would you prefer?
The Queen wants the Banks.
The Queen wants the Banks of the Queen. Wants the Banks. Here we go.
Can I sit near the Queen? Oh, how oft do my thoughts in their fancy take flight to the home of my childhood away, to the days when each patriot's vision seemed bright, ere I dreamed that those joys would decay, when my heart was as light as the wild wind that blows down the Mardyke through each elm tree, where I sported and played neath its green leafy shade on the banks of my own lovely Lee, where I sported and played neath its green leafy shade on the banks of my own lovely Lee. And then in the springtime of laughter and song, can I ever forget the sweet hours with the friends of my youth as we rambled along mongst thy green mossy banks and wild flowers? Then too with the evening sun sinking to rest sheds its golden light over the sea, the maid with her lover, the wild daisies pressed on the banks of my own lovely Lee, the maid with her lover, the wild daisies pressed on the banks of my own lovely Lee. Will you come up to Gran, Lizzie Windsor? Will you come up to Gran with me? Will you come up to Gran, Lizzie Windsor? Look down on the banks of the Lee.
Well done there to Jerry, and of course here in the pub in Carrigan where anything goes. So there's another girl up here I think that I'm going to ask. Niamh is going to sing a song. Come with me, will you? Right, Niamh, you're fairly handy at the acting and I believe you're fairly good at the singing as well. Is that correct?
Should we give it a try?
Mary Harney happened to mention it there inside the bar. You know? So Niamh is now going to give us a song.
The gable wall, the old thatched cottage has fallen down. I dry my eyes as I fondly remember the days of long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. And my mother hummed old melodies, and we all sang along. In my father's house when I was young. Now comes the time when I am older and my own children are reared and gone. I wonder then, will they fondly remember the days of long ago when they were young? In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. of. And at night time neighbours rambled in, might stay till 12 or 1 in my father's house when I was young. The years have passed now and times are changing. The rambling house has almost gone, but still I hear the laughter of children, just like long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but good times there was plenty of. And we made the best of what we had, and we sang a happy song in my father's house when I was young.
Well done, Niamh, and of course we're still in Carriganima and anything else goes. I'm just after spotting someone else here that came into the bar. Neddy Welsh. Neddy Welsh doesn't sing, but you're a man that can talk about a few things, and actually I'm after getting a bit of video footage from Danger Keller in 1987, and Neddy, you were here, actually, well, it mightn't be there, but it was kind of over here, and you were explaining about the hall and everything in Carriganima. We'll have one look at this here.
As far as you know, it started sometime in the 40s and was one of the leading halls in Cork County at the time. And down through the years I've met people who from all over Cork County and outside Cork County who danced in Carriganima Hall. Now, it was in its heyday, I would imagine, in the late 40s and early 50s. Yeah. And then, as you know, all rural halls into decline in the late 50s and early 60s. But a lot of the big bands played here. When I was young going to school, I remember we had the likes of Stephen Garvey from Mayo, we had Maurice Mulcahy, Michael O'Callaghan, Kevin Flynn, his name. Kevin Flynn. He was another one, yeah. And of course, the Millstreet over. And I think Jerry Kavanagh still here in Happy.
That's right, Jerry was playing with us down on Millstreet there lately. It's still going great.
I don't know what Bill, is Bill Bryan dead or I'm not sure.
Yeah, Bill is dead, alright.
Yeah. Bill is dead, yeah.
No, Neddy, that was 1987. What have changed since? Well, no, you have a few greyer hairs, all right.
Slightly, and a few hairs missing.
There isn't too many missing.
Right haircut.
But, what do you think of things in Carriganima now? That was 1987, and you were explaining about the hall and this and that, and it is amazing that we just happened to walk into the bar. None of this was planned actually, folks, tonight. It's just anything goes. Can you remember that night?
I do remember that night, and Donna Murphy was the compere that he was doing the thing that night, yeah.
That's right.
And I suppose to recap, like the hall was, it was a national, the building was a national school until about the early 1940s, and then it was bought by my uncle who was an invalid. He was an All-Ireland champion weight thrower, and he was half underweight. He was thrown the half underweight over the bar. It fell on his head, and he was paralysed one hand and one leg. So then he would walk around with the aid of a stick. But he bought the hall, and it was, just something to keep him going while he was there. And I suppose it survived until the hall was, was still in operation until the late 50s, and times changed, and it wasn't fashionable to go there anymore. And we had a great night the night we were here. We spoke a few things. We did have a few stories about the hall. I told one story that night. Manley's Millstreet were the undertakers at the time, and of course there was no transport. And a group of James Manley, he'd be Mr. Rose's uncle. They decided he would bring the hearse out to bring a group of people out to the hall in Carriganima. So they packed them into the back of the hearse, the front of the hearse, and everywhere. And then when the hearse arrived here, there was no street light or anything. But when they saw the people arriving, and they all jumping, all the fellas out there, they thought it was ghosts.
I know.
We're arriving in the village.
I'd say there's still a few ghosts around this place, I'd say.
That's true, yeah. But,
well, that's just interesting now the way you walked into the bar.
That's right.
And that night, well, you walked into the bar tonight with 1987 that was playing, and there is another couple that were here on the night, and I'm just going to go up and surprise them now. Tiggy and Marion Keller, they actually danced a set, so I'll go up now. I don't know what way they're going to react, but we'll see how it goes anyway. Marion and Tiggy, come here to me. We've just been watching video footage here that Deirdre Keller gave to me in 1997. I believe you were well able to dance. And Tiggy, will we have a look? Take a look here. This is Tiggy and Marion in action in 1987.
You never cared, you had no dough, you rambled on. My rambling boy, all you round, bring you joy. And if you, my rambling boy, all you round, bring you joy. Enters the town, we shout to play, we thought we'd cry, for work one day. The boss said he would roam home, the old town will round along. So here's he, my rambling boy, all you round, bring you joy. And here's he, my rambling boy, all you round, bring you joy. One night in a fair old town, the weather was cold and down. He caught the field and he toggled down. I lost the only fellow he had. So here's he, my rambling boy, they all you round and bring you joy. And here's he, all you round and bring you joy. Instead of gold, so let's be here, so ramble on. And when I'm away, I know I'll find the ramble away. So here's he, my rambling boy, all you round and bring you joy. And here's he, my rambling boy, they all you round and bring you joy. They all you round and bring you joy.
Believe it or not, we're at edited, of course, by the one and only Sean Murphy.
Can you imagine we've come to the other?
It's going 6 years.
I think it is 6 years now we're doing it. Did we ever think that we keep going for so long? I just as better we're getting. Isn't it?
The Queen want another drink, just as to the last night. Yeah. The Queen has been drinking here all night, and yeah, I have another small bit to go.
No problem.
It'll be small when it'll be finished.
And of course,
we're very proud of our cup. Very proud.
And of course, at this particular, or many people who are not actually, Jerry, the end of a season so special. Any words of great knowledge in your?
You said knowledge. I'd say lack of knowledge.
We'll see.
We have people like John here also to be actually coming right.
I think Shonda might be a potato fan.
Oh no!
No, at all. But Sean, it's can see our programs through the internet thanks to Bernard Crowley.
That's right. Bernard does that every week, yeah. And it's amazing the reaction we're getting from all over. And they see different things. And
it was so special to having our very good friend Jackie O'Sullivan on our final program of the series.
That's right, Jackie. Right. Should that interview tape? It goes on. We were there for the day yesterday. Or last Sunday, should have.
I think there'll be a series. And if you check of our visit to his beautiful and very welcoming home.
We're going on holidays for the summer. We'll be back in, I suppose, towards the end of September, the start of October. We'll around
the summer, but we'll share all these later on in the season.
They're on tape anyway.
Yes, indeed. Your
I'm
special
just wondering
singing guests here.
Who's going to sing first, or will we sing a song together? You're all singing together. Folks.
Everyone a very happy summer, and we're finishing with a certain area, Baul Teddy Quill. And Mary
I'd say the brandy's gone to Mary's head, I'd say, but anyway, will we have a go at that song?
Mary and Jerry, and we also have John, of course.
Go on, Jerry.
There you go.
Go on.
Maids of Duhallow, we're anxious for sporting unto you to the athletic. But do not arrange till the carriage you'll swing through the back and the ball for drink. In the park, so afraid of give all over your doctrine.
In Corrigan,